UFC 313. Magomed Ankalaev ends Alex Pereira's title reign, Gaethje defeats Fiziev in rematch. The UFC 313 main event at T-Mobile Arena saw Magomed Ankalaev take a calculated approach to dethrone Alex Pereira and capture the light heavyweight title. After standing and trading with the dangerous champion for much of the first 3 rounds, Ankalaev shifted gears in the later rounds, using his grappling to control Pereira against the cage and secure a unanimous decision victory. The co-main event featured another hard-hitting rematch, as Justin Gaethje outlasted Rafael Fiziev for a second time, winning a 3-round war by decision. The card also saw Ignacio Bahamondes score a slick submission victory, while Amanda Lemos, Mauricio, One Shot, Ruffy, and others added to an action-packed night. Magomed Ankalaev outduels Alex Pereira to win light heavyweight title. For the first 3 rounds, Ankalaev, the 1st of January 21, 1NC, stood toe-to-toe with Pereira, 12-3, trading strikes with one of the most feared kickboxers in MMA. But in the 4th round, with the belt within reach, Ankalaev played it smart. He pinned Pereira against the cage for extended periods, then repeated the strategy in the final 90 seconds of the 5th round, ensuring victory on the scorecards. Ankalaev won by unanimous decision, 49-46, 48-47, 48-47, bringing an end to Pereira's title reign, which began in November 2023. Speaking head Ankalaev on his victory. "I've waited a long time, but here is my dream, it's on my waist." Despite his well-known wrestling advantage, Ankalaev chose to strike for much of the fight, explaining, "Everybody who fights Pereira tries to counter. My job was to be the aggressor. Everyone who fights me becomes the counter." Pereira acknowledged Ankalaev's pressure but felt he could have done more. "I knew it would be a war because every fight of mine becomes a war," Pereira said. "He put some pressure on me in the 2nd round, but when he had me against the cage, he didn't really do anything. Some may say that's a boring style, but if it works, it's smart." Pereira vowed to return to the gym and begin his journey back toward the belt. Gaethje defeats Fiziev again in high-octane rematch. In the co-main event, Justin Gaethje 27-5 secured another decision win over Rafael Fiziev 12-4 in a brutal, back-and-forth war. Checkmark 1st round, Fiziev landed a couple of takedowns and targeted Gaethje's body. Checkmark 2nd round, Gaethje dropped Fiziev and nearly finished the fight. Checkmark 3rd round, the two traded bombs until the final bell, with Gaethje's volume and power making the difference. Gaethje won 29-28 on all 3 scorecards, marking his 2nd victory over Fiziev after their March 2023 fight ended in a majority decision. Speaking head Gaethje on Fiziev's late-notice performance. "He really changed his tactics this time. 12 days notice, he's a tough guy. This is a crazy, expletive sport." For Gaethje, this was a bounce-back win following his devastating last-second knockout loss to Max Holloway at UFC 300. "This is living right here," Gaethje said. "I had to come back. I had to show everybody that no matter how far down you are, it's on you to get back on the horse." Ignacio Bahamondes stuns Jalen Turner with 1st-round submission. Pushpin lightweight rising star Ignacio Bahamondes 17-5 showcased his evolving skill set with a submission victory over Jalen Turner 14-9. Despite being taken down early, Bahamondes landed sharp elbows from his back before locking in a triangle choke to force the tap in the 1st round. Small diamond, this marked only the 2nd submission win of Bahamondes' career, improving his record to 6-1 in his last 7 fights. Meanwhile, Turner hinted at retirement following the loss, his 2nd straight defeat in the UFC. Amanda Lemos grinds out decision over Yasmin Lucindo. In a closely contested women's strawweight bout, Amanda Lemos, the 1st of April 15, defeated Yasmin Lucindo 17-6 by unanimous decision. Lemos' success came from controlled time on the ground, as neither fighter managed to generate much offensive output in the striking exchanges. Mauricio, One Shot, Ruffy delivers a highlight reel fire Brazilian lightweight prospect Mauricio, One Shot, Ruffy 12-1 lived up to his nickname with a jaw-dropping 1st-round knockout. Facing King Green 3-2-1-7-1, 1NC, Ruffy stalked his opponent across the octagon before unleashing a devastating spinning wheel kick that left Green face down on the mat at 2:07 of the opening round. This victory extends Ruffy's win streak to 6, including 3 consecutive UFC finishes. Preliminary card results. Checkmark Carlos Leal, welterweight, scored the only knockout of the prelims, stopping Alex Morono at 4:16 of round 1. Checkmark Bruno Ferreira, middleweight, locked in an armbar submission to defeat Armen Petrosyan late in round 2. Checkmark Joshua Van, flyweight, and Ozzy Diaz, middleweight, earned unanimous decision wins. Checkmark Myron Santos, featherweight, secured a split decision victory over Francis Marshall, despite one judge scoring all 3 rounds for Marshall. UFC announces Robbie Lawler as 2025 Hall of Fame inductee. Trophy former welterweight champion Robbie Lawler will be inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame's modern wing in June 2025. Lawler, known for his wild, fan-favorite brawls, debuted in the UFC in 2002, won the welterweight title in 2014, and defended it twice. His wars against Rory MacDonald and Carlos Condit are among the greatest fights in MMA history. He will be honored at a ceremony on June 26 at T-Mobile Arena. What's next? Checkmark Ankalaev reigns as the new light heavyweight champion, who will step up as his first challenger. Checkmark Pereira eyes a comeback, will he seek a rematch or test himself in another division? Checkmark Gaethje re-enters lightweight contention, could a title shot be in his future? Checkmark Rising stars Bahamondes and Ruffy make statements, who will they face next? Stay tuned for more UFC coverage, results, and analysis.